Hey guys, it's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel, and today I have a special guest with me. I have Rita Remarque, Essie's lead nail artist and global educator. Long title. But we're going to be here today to show you guys how to get a professional manicure at home. Super easy, using the new Gel Couture collection.
Yes, there's so many things to be excited about. This is a long wear nail polish, so you're going to get 14 days of wear. You don't need an LED or a UV lamp. It's just 2 coats of color, 1 coat of top coat. Good. Okay, so if you were polishing your nails at home, we're going to be cleansing our nails, exfoliating our nails, and moisturizing our nails.
At home, all I did was just paint, so this is going to be a learning experience for all of us, me and you.
So I'm going to start by filing. When you're buying your files, look at the grit count, because 180 is a really nice soft file for natural nails. If you're getting anything lower than 180, it's going to be super abrasive. When you have this file, you can file, back and forth very gently without doing any damage to the nail. I'm just going to round out the corners here. I see you have a little bit of an oval kicking, so I'm going to follow that path. So next, I'm going to exfoliate, and by exfoliate, I mean buff. So when you're buffing, you have to keep in mind that you're not doing it too often, because you'll of course come from the nail plate, but that you're doing it once every other week, because what ends up happening is that your natural nails, they're magnets for oils, films, think of the things that you put your hands in a day with it, makeup, hairspray. This can actually interfere with adhesion and can cause chips. So what's important is that you're giving your nails a light buff. It clears away all of that extra residue, and it makes your nails primed and ready to accept polish. So here with me today, I have a 240 grit buffer. I'm going to lightly exfoliate, and you'll see I'm using a super light touch. And when I do this, your nails are going to look a little chalky, and that's great, because that means that they're, buffing away any shiny, oily residues on the nail plate.
Yeah, I feel like this is a step that a lot of people at home might skip because they feel like it's not necessary, but
oh yeah, absolutely.
Really important.
Yeah, and if you're going to be spending time and taking a moment out of your day to polish your nails, you really do want to have that wear, the longevity to your manicure. Now that we've buffed our nails, we're going to cleanse our nails. And by cleanse, I'm going to just basically take, what I use is, it's not traditional, but most people will use like a cotton swab or a cotton pad. But for me, cotton is an infection for nail polish. What ends up happening is it sticks to your cuticles, or it can get into the polish, and you ever get those fuzzies in your polish, and it drives you crazy. Yeah. So you really have to use either a lint-free pad, or for me, I actually cut up squares of paper towel.
There you go.
So really easy, you don't need to go anywhere special. I cut up little squares of paper towel, and it does the trick. So grab a little bit of nail polish remover, and I'm going to cleanse the nail plate. And as you can see, I'm doing it really thoroughly, making sure I get into all of those cracks, because again, you might have a little bit of oil in certain areas of the nail. At this point, I would probably want to make sure that there's, your cuticles are in line and that there's nothing interfering with the polish. You actually have no hangnails or any cuticle lifted off your nail plate. Yeah, she takes good care. If you did have that at home, I would recommend you give them a light trim, but only any of the tissue surrounding the nail that are lifted or white. So for you, there's nothing there, but what I will do is I'm just going to take my little pusher and just bring the cuticles into shape.
And I noticed she's doing it very gently, so there's no need to jam the
cuticle
pusher.
Not at all, not at all. So now your nails are primed and ready for polish. So which color are you looking for?
So I'm gonna have to go with one of the nudes because they're just my favorite.
So close to your heart.
This one is calling my name.
Yeah.
It's like this beautiful gray toned taupe.
Yeah.
Has
it's
some
like
purple.
Yeah, it's like that hint of violet undertone. It's called Take Me to Thread. Similar to the swirling bottle, the stem itself actually swirls 180 degrees.
That is so cool.
And it's not just pretty, there's actually a purpose. So have you ever opened a new bottle of polish and you're polishing your nails and it frustratingly starts to drip from the lid or drip down the length of the stem?
Every time.
Oh yeah, and you see it and you're having an anxious moment and you have to put it back in the polish, or it gets on your clothes or on your table.
It's like a race against time of getting
it. Exactly. So we thought, okay, there's a solution for that. So with gravity, when you take the polish out, any drips that are from the lid or from the stem, they're going to swirl with the 180-degree swirl and deposit the product on the brush where you want it.
So smart.
Yeah, so not only does it prevent the drips, it actually uses those drips to our advantage. Another great thing to know is that we changed the brush as well.
I noticed it was a flat brush.
Yes,
which is perfect because it probably you can do it in less swipes.
Exactly. It allows you to do a real seamless swipe.
So it's not just pretty, guys. There's actually scientific.
It's beauty and brains.
Yeah, all in one.
Exactly. Okay, so I'm going to show you how this beauty works. There's a base coat in here, so it's 2 coats of color with a top coat. So I'm going to polish right onto your bare nails, get the right amount of product on my bristles, brush it down in one stroke.
God.
It's really impressive.
That was the best experience ever.
It's so satisfying. The bristles bloom on the nail plate if you give it just the lightest amount of pressure.
That was amazing.
And then you swipe it down and it's it does the work for you.
I'm mind blown.
And what's great is that if I'm doing the pinky, I just do a really light amount of pressure, but if I'm doing a bigger nail and I add a little bit more pressure, the bristles on the brush will bloom even more, adding that width and still giving you that single swipe, satisfaction.
So smart.
Gets
It's
me
going to
every
save
time.
so much time at home when you're painting your nails. You don't have to go over it multiple times at all. So I noticed you were painting the tips as well, which I think is something that a lot of people don't do at home. They just do the top of the nail.
Exactly, which is a long wear polishing technique that technicians use, but people at home should know about. You just cap the tip, and if you notice when I was polishing, I just touched the bristles along the edge of your nail. And what that does, it actually cinches itself closer to your nail plate, and it prevents those annoying chips later on in the week.
Which is something that happens a lot for me, so I guess I need to start using the tip.
Capping the tip.
Okay, capping the tip. So we have the second coat done, and immediately what I noticed is that it's already pretty shiny.
It's very, very shiny. And I mean, what's great about this is without the top coat, it's going to dry very similar to how the shine that you've come to know and love about nail polish. However, our top coat is insane. This is what's going to give you that gel-like finish.
Without having to spend the money.
No, exactly.
Professional manicure.
And you'll be able to remove it at home with just any regular nail polish.
Oh, I think
nail
that's
polish
important.
remover.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to add our top coat.
Okay, so we waited for the nail polish to dry, which by the way, didn't take long at all.
Yeah, it's a fast drying product. I can do the final step of the at-home manicure, which is moisturize. And for that, I'm just going to use our apricot cuticle oil. And then with all the cleansing and exfoliating, your nails could use a nice drink, and your cuticles especially. So I'll just put that around there. It almost is like a manicure in a bottle. It hides imperfections, it moisturizes.
My fingers automatically look more perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like those Instagram pictures of
Exactly.
the perfect nails.
Your nails are airbrushed.
Yeah.
Instantly. There it is.
So
Easy at-home manicuring. Perfect.
Okay, so we're done. Now that we have our manicure, we wanted to show you guys a couple of ways that you can spice up a manicure. I mean, the colors are beautiful by themselves, but just in case you wanted to change it up, add some decorations, we're just going to show you, on the other hand, a couple of ways that you can do that.
Very easily. Very, very user-friendly.
Yeah, very user-friendly. We got all of these super inexpensive. They're not really fancy things.
Yeah, most of them are craft store or something that you can get at any beauty supply.
So we're just going to do, obviously at home you would choose one of them, but we're just going to show you how each of them work.
Yeah, right. I wouldn't recommend putting all of these together.
I mean, unless that's your thing.
Unless, there's nothing wrong with that. But if simplicity and the minimalism is your thing, then I would opt to choose one of the three. So if anything is a sticker, like it has a sticky back that you want to apply to the nail, it has to be applied to a dry nail. If you apply a sticker or something with a peel back and it's a wet nail, it's not going to stick. Yeah, I would probably say it's been about 10 minutes at this point, so I can touch it with my finger, just leaving no imprints. We're good to go. We're going to apply little nails. What are those flash tattoos?
Stickers. Okay. They have like a bunch of different designs, and I have some gold ones.
And I'll peel it off with tweezers because my fingers contain like little oils, and that can actually prevent this from sticking exactly how we want it to.
Yeah, the cool thing about these stickers is that you can cut them and use different areas that you would need. You don't necessarily have to use the whole thing.
Yeah, this is just a suggestion. You can use these however you want. Now, just like the other ones, I'll just seal it in with my top coat. Easy as that.
And it looks so cute.
Yeah. So our other things that we're going to be putting on the nails that aren't sticky are these really great studs, as well as some transfer paper. Now I just bought this at a craft store. It looks like I don't know, unicorn paper.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. And now these two things you can apply to the nails when the polish is wet.
It probably helps them stick a little better anyways.
Exactly. Let's start with these studs. I'm gonna get ready with my top coat. So I'm just gonna apply a generous coat here.
Super easy. It makes it look like you spent a lot more time than you actually did on your nails.
Yes, exactly. This is great for an event. Okay, so now I'm gonna, on your thumb, I'm gonna apply that metallic little tissue paper that we have here. So for this, you can cut whatever shape you want. You can cut it into squares, you can cut it into little diamond shards, and a lot of people have been doing, this is what you would use for like a shattered glass manicure.
Yeah,
if you apply them in all different areas of the nail, because this is a paper, I'm going to use my tweezers.
It's like very subtle.
Very subtle. Once you have all of the studs laid down or all of the little pieces of fluorescent plastic on your nail, that's when you can do the top coat.
Okay, so my nails are complete. Thank you so much for doing my nails.
This was so much fun. I'm happy to do it again.
I'm so excited for these products to come out. I know you guys are going to love them because just me, like seeing them in action today, I'm like in awe.
Yeah, you can get your hands on them on June 14th. Oh, you can find me on Instagram at @RitaRemark, just my name.
Okay, and me as usual, AmandaRachLee, everything.
And don't forget, for all of your Essie updates, if you're looking for designs, we're backstage at Fashion Week in New York and Toronto, all around the world. Keep yourself updated on Essie Canada's Instagram as well. If you want to get our attention, just #EssieLove, and then we might repost.
So you guys can go do that. I think that's it. So yeah, thank you so much for being on my channel, and
thank you.
I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!